I'm not so sure I really like cactuses. What are your thoughts on those?
I mean, they're weird, but it's like, nature's natural way to say stop it. It's just sort of like wasps. They just exist for pain. Like they're just there. They're like the plant version of a wasp. That's what I can think of. They're just there.
They exist for pain. That's such a good analogy. Welcome to Mondo Freako. We exist for pain as well. Tonight I have with me from the mountainous state, Colorado. This is Houston Pierce for 1,000 Crazy Questions.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? Houston with from 1,000 Crazy Questions, the podcast.
Look, I even asked you a crazy question about cactuses. There you go. I'm invading on your territory. You're going to have to get territorial on me here. So, what's up with that? What?
Yeah, that's my shtick. What are you
Yeah,
doing, man?
that's
Come
right.
on.
That's right. What are you stepping on my
I
toes?
thought we were cool. What are you doing?
Yeah. So we're talking tonight about the Lonnie Zamora incident from 1964. Now it's actually I'm not going to say it. I'm Houston. Do you want to tell us what you know about Lonnie Zamora?
Yeah. Oof, Lonnie Zamora. So, after my extensive deep dive research that I did on this topic, the Lonnie Zamora incident is a UFO sighting. Essentially, this I think a police
Ah,
officer in Mexico in the 70s or 80s, can't remember the time period, was like he was pursuing someone, then saw some type of explosion in the desert, pulled off of his pursuit, went closer to investigate, saw like a metallic thing and two people in silver white jumpsuits, apparently. And the people in jumpsuits went into the metallic thing, like it's supposed to be like an unidentified flying object, and it
mhm.
took off at an unnatural speed. And that's kind of it. There you
That's,
go.
there you go, Lonnie Zamora. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the whole thing. That's the show. We'll talk to you next
That's it.
time.
Bye.
He wrapped it up in a
Yeah.
nice little package, a nice little bow on top. I'll tell you, before we get any further into this, I think it's time for us to do the quiz so that way we'll see how much you got right and what you got wrong.
Okay. Man.
Quiz.
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 I like the quiz music. Thanks to Rob Howell for putting that together. We wish you hopefully you're feeling better and see you real soon. He's not really sick or anything. I just thought I'd say that. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. So I'll just
Yeah.
make something up, right? I'll say, hey, he's sick or something.
That's
So,
funny.
quiz question number one. What was Lonnie Zamora's profession at the time of the Lonnie Zamora incident? And the more specific you can be, the better. But if you're not, that's fine. I'm going to give you the multiple choice. You ready?
Right.
Sheriff's deputy. Don't answer yet. There's four. A U.S. Air Force officer. A Socorro police officer. Or a professional napper who awakened.
What was that? The napper who was awakened?
Who was
What was that
rudely
last one?
awakened. Yeah, that was the last one.
I
So we
mean,
got
I think
sheriff's deputy, Air Force, police officer, or the pro napper.
yeah. Can I?
You want to take a guess?
Yeah. I'm actually, I freaking know this one because for some reason I was like, what's that word? Like, there was this movie called Sicario, which is on my to watch
Oh
list.
yeah, you
And
not watched it? It's a great movie,
I,
by the way.
no, I can't. I consider myself a movie buff and everything, and I still have not seen Sicario. And so I was like,
Ah,
dang it, what's wrong with me? How have I not seen
there's
that movie?
there's two of them. That's the second. Is that the first one or the second one? There's another one from that whole same thing. So you should watch them both. I can't think
Yeah.
of the name of it right now because I can't. I'm not going to jump off Lonnie Zamora to get there. But
Yeah.
so, which
The,
one do
the,
you think
the,
it is?
because of the Sicario thing, I remember reading Socorro or something officer,
Ah,
and like because of my minor dyslexia, which it's undiagnosed, I'm like Sicario. Oh, is he Sicario officer? So it's number three, and I think it's number three with number
number
four because you
three.
can be
Ah,
three and four. I
wow.
say both. You know, he's
Three, yeah, it
Sicario
could be. Yeah,
officer.
he could have been
He's moving up.
napping because he's.
Yeah,
You're saying he's a police officer that maybe was getting a little shut eye.
exactly.
That's correct. I'm trying to do some more sound effects
Cool.
here. That was correct. Fantastic. You're right.
Cool.
Lonnie Zamora was a Socorro police officer. All
Yeah,
he
he played
here.
Sicario the movie too, right? Like
Yeah,
he was
I
in
don't
there.
think. I don't think it has anything to do with the movie.
Okay, it stuck out.
I don't think it has nothing to do with the movie. Okay, so now Officer Zamora is, may have been brutally awakened from his nap. That part is still unclear, not documented. Uh, he initially believed that this object that he saw was a downed airplane, a lunar landing device, a car that had overturned, or an oversized rogue tumbleweed. What do you think he thought of when he first, he came in? Oh my God, what is that?
I think, well, first of all, I think all tumbleweeds are rogue, just by definition, because
Could be. You're right. Yeah.
they're always places they shouldn't be, or they're roaming. So,
Right.
yeah, no, he said it looked like a zero. I remember that was very weird detail. I wrote, like
Oh,
not wrote,
really?
read.
Zero.
He said it looked like a zero, and I think plane. You said plane, balloon, or car?
I didn't have balloon. So down
Okay, sorry.
plane, lunar landing device. You could say balloon if you can add an answer if you'd like. Lunar landing device, a car that had overturned, or an oversized rogue tumbleweed.
Despite my testing instincts of it being the same answer twice in a row, I think it's three again.
Oh, I think the car overturned.
Yeah,
Let's
despite
find out. Let's
that being the
reveal.
answer last time.
Oh, yes, it is. I
Cash.
decided to use cash register this time. It sounded a little bit better for a right answer than the other one. So it is right. You were right. He thought it was a car that was overturned.
Cash money.
Being a police officer out in the middle of the desert, I assume Sicario is a pretty desert kind of place. He would assume, it's probably somebody wrecked, and there you go, overturned card. All right, you ready for the next question?
Bring it on.
All right, what were the two small figures? You actually alluded to this that Zamora reported seeing. What were the two small figures Zamora reported seeing wearing? Now we got dark military uniforms, white overalls, matching Hawaiian shirts and cargo shorts, or spacesuits and helmets.
Oh well, these are all very much possibilities.
Very much, especially if you're in the
Yeah,
desert. I mean, cargo shorts,
yeah.
the desert
Uh,
must.
okay. While I'd like to say Hawaiian shirts
Yeah.
because I love that visual. Leo and Stitch aliens. Uh, it matched the chromeness, so he went and he saw like the overall painters, like he saw the painters wearing
Ah,
overalls and they're in white. Yeah, that's what he saw.
wide overalls is what you're saying.
Yeah, as much as I want Hawaii
You sure? Sure you
shirts,
don't want to change your mind? Cargo shorts
uh,
and Hawaiian shirts.
I'll go with Hawaiian shirts.
Oh no, no, really?
Why not? It's a white. I like that answer.
Okay, we'll go with Hawaii. He's changing his mind from white
Hawaii.
overalls to matching shirts and cargo shorts. Well, yeah, you should have stuck with the white overalls. That was the right answer. Oh, you knew it. I
Uh,
can tell. I can tell that you knew it.
I wanted overalls to be. I mean, Hawaiian shirts to be the answer.
The wishful thinking that Houston has tonight. He's like, oh, I wish they were wearing Hawaiian shirts and overalls. All right, we got two more questions. Just you up for them?
All right, let's go.
What physical evidence was found at the scene after the incident? fragments of metal and glass, scorched earth and landing marks, a very confused coyote in a half-eaten burrito, or a
Hmm.
message carved into a rock?
All very plausible. All very plausible.
Yeah,
Um,
especially that burrito one.
yeah, it's very Acme. Uh,
That's right. Yeah. I
uh,
didn't. There was no Roadrunner involved here, but
this actually, I remember reading this detail because it confused me. Because, like, oh, this actually makes it kind of compelling.
Mhm.
Scorched Earth, I think the fact that it's Scorched Earth, the fact that that was overlooked somehow when they were coming with the excuses for this, when they were like, oh, it could be aliens. I was like, well, what about the Scorched Earth thing? You know,
Yeah,
anyway,
scorched
but
earth.
back to
That sounds reasonable.
back to the future style, tire
Yeah.
marks or
Oh,
something. Just
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. Until the sky gets to 88 miles per hour. There we go. That's right.
go
Scorched earth and landing marks. You're fantastic. You're doing great. I mean, you would
cool.
have got all of them right at this point of the switcheroo, but we'll give you leeway. It's a mulligan, right?
All
So
right,
last
cool.
question. Which of the following is not a theory proposed to explain the incident? So you know how these things happen. People say they see a UFO, and then they, oh, wait a minute, it was swamp gas or ball lightning or something. So
Yeah.
was not a theory proposed that would explain this incident. It was a hoax by students at New Mexico Tech. It was a secret military test of a lunar lander. It was a weather balloon that had been struck by lightning. Or was it an interstellar Uber driver who got lost and was just asking for directions? I
Uh,
don't know. Yeah, you never know, right?
I think
There's
Uber
got to be interstellar
have they
Uber at
made
this
it? Have
point.
they made it that far? I mean, they're a big company, but I don't know if they.
Yeah.
I believe it if it were Tesla, but Uber.
Well, Tesla wants to be Uber because self-driving cars and so forth, but there wouldn't be a
True.
driver, I suppose. Maybe it would be, you know. But yeah, okay.
True.
What are you
True.
thinking? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, oh man. Okay, so many, four very credible options.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, I'm gonna go with number four, the Uber.
The Uber. Well, that was not a theory that was proposed. Well,
or it could be
I
the
think
balloon struck by lightning.
okay, and I think you know what? The interesting thing, you're right on both counts. There we go,
This
right
is-
on both counts. So yeah, both of those were wrong.
oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Both of those were not proposed at the time. So yeah, they did propose that it was a hoax by students. They did propose it was a secret military test of a lunar lander. Go figure, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
especially the
interesting?
hoax. The hoax thing is strange too. Like, yeah, yeah.
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 So I'll give you five. That's 5 for 5, my friend. Give yourself a big round of applause there.
Thank you. I mean, you're cheating for me, but I appreciate it
I
because
was
I
looking
went.
to see if I had a round of applause over here. Nope. All I have is this. Okay. Just give me a
Yeah,
scream.
well held.
One Wilhelm scream. That's right. That's all I have
That's
handy
great.
right now. So that's all you get.
I'll
Wilhelm
take it.
scream it is.
Mondo Freako.
All right. We're moving on. That was a great job on the quiz there, Houston. I don't know. You said you did a modicum of research, but obviously it seems to be a little bit more than a modicum of research, I think.
No. It's Sicario is the movie.
Sicario.
That's
There's
the
a
only
Day
thing I
of
was
the
like,
Jackal
whoa.
or something. I can't remember. There's another line after Sicario. It's something like that. I'll look it up later. Otherwise, I mess up my cues here.
Yeah,
So I'm going to read you a couple of paragraphs about kind of a condensed version of the Lonnie Zamora thing, and then we can branch out from there. So the Lonnie Zamora incident was a well-documented alleged UFO. I always say alleged, still to this day, even though we know so much. Alleged UFO sighting that occurred on April 24th, 1964. So not the 70s or 80s, but 64, near Socorro, New Mexico. So not in Mexico, in the United States, New Mexico. So Socorro police officer was pursuing a speeding car when he heard a loud roar and saw a flame in the sky. Therefore, you might have thought the car crashed, right? Thinking it was an
Yeah.
explosion in a nearby dynamite shack, which was just dotted across the landscape there in New Mexico, he drove to check it out.
Your local
Upon,
dynamite check,
yeah,
of
you look at
course. Yeah.
Dynamite Shack.
Yeah.
It's like Radio Shack back in the
Yep.
60s.
Yep.
Dynamite Shack, what do you need? A couple caps, a quarter stick? What do you need? So, so upon arriving, Zamora reported seeing a shiny egg-shaped object on the ground in Aurora, which I don't know. You know what Aurora is? I think that's like a desert thing. He initially thought it was a car that returned. As he got closer, he saw two small figures in white coveralls near the object. When Zamora approached further, the figures disappeared, and the object emitted a loud roar and a blue and orange flame before it lifted off the ground and flew away at high speed. The incident was immediately investigated by local authorities and later by the U.S. Air Force's Project Blue Book. Lends a little credibility to Mr. Zamora, if you ask me on that one. Investigators found physical evidence at the scene, including scorch marks on the ground and impressions that it suggested something landed there. Despite the credibility of Lonnie Zamora, who is known to be a reliable and honest officer, and the corroborating physical evidence, Project Blue Book officially listed the case as unknown. Man, that Lonnie is probably pissed off at those guys. Theories to explain the incident have ranged from a secret military test of a lunar lander from the nearby White Sands Missile Range to an elaborate hoax perpetrated by students at New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology. However, no conclusive explanation has ever been universally accepted, and Lonnie Zamora incident remains one of the most famous puzzling UFO cases in history, as they say.
Yeah.
That's interesting, wouldn't you say? So what's your thoughts? So you have, a cop out in the desert near White Sands Missile Base, patrolling, speeding car, he follows them. I mean, what do you think about all this business?
I think I think it's only interesting as long as you're looking for a different explanation outside of aliens. If it's aliens, it's pretty straightforward. I say it's just aliens. I mean,
It's
why
just
not?
aliens.
It's just why is everyone freaking out about this? An alien came, they parked. One of them was taking a piss behind some bushes or something, and
Yeah.
then they got caught. They said, "Get back in there," and then they ran and then drove away.
Interesting. I think I'm with you on this.
Like if we went to a different planet, like let's put ourselves in the alien shoes, and we're like observing it. We're not really trying to talk to the people yet, but one of us is like, oh, we got to go down for a second, pick up a rock, take a piss behind a bush, something like that. Yeah, and then like, oh, an alien comes up in one of its weird cars that are really less advanced, like a tricycle compared to our actual cars
Sure.
or a plane, and like oh, let's go, and then like we get in our actual rocket or car or whatever, and we fly way faster than they can even handle. It's like they're like, what was that about? This is unsolved, and really we just taking a pee break and we drove away. Like I think this is from the aliens' point of view, this is open and shut.
You're right. I think I totally agree. I think the interesting thing is, when you're driving and there's like, where's the next stop? There's no stop. Then you don't pull over in a parking space and hop out and take a whiz on the street light. You find a nice little secluded area. You hop out, you take your whiz, you get your Purell and wash up your hands a little bit so you're not disgusting, and you get back on the road, right?
Yeah, that's what happened. The aliens were just wiping up.
Or you're a young man, Houston. I was a young man years ago. Maybe you're out on a date, you want to find something secluded, and then all of a sudden Lonnie Zamora drives up and says, what the hell's going on? You just get the hell out of there, right? You're like, hey, I don't want any trouble, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have a little sexy time here.
We both have overalls. We're both clothed inside. Quick.
We still got our coveralls on. Don't bother us.
Yeah, we were just painting.
It was that's right. Yeah, it was the what is it the paint and wine thing? People
Uh,
things where they drink wine and try to paint a picture.
oh
It
yeah,
was
that.
the intergalactic paint and sip kind of thing.
Yeah. The most interesting part of this story to me is that how everything was a hoax, especially in the '60s. It seems like
Yeah.
oh, that's a hoax. Like what kind of pranks were y'all playing where that is a possibility? Is what that's
Yeah.
where my mind goes. Is like how is like I love the Twilight Zone, right? You know the
Uh-huh.
show,
Oh yeah.
and every time they go, it's a delusion, it's a hoax. I'm like, who do you know plays games like this? In a horror movie where guys, you mess. Oh, oh, I think. Oh, you there?
Yeah. No, you cut out for just a second. You said, "Oh, guys," and then
Okay.
poop, you left you for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I think you're jamming your Wi-Fi so that you couldn't tell how you hoaxed it.
It's a hoax. They're after. It's a break. They're after my Wi-Fi. They know I'm too close to the truth.
That's right. Apparently you were telling the truth, and it all got scrambled.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it's a hoax, who has that time and why? It's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, they made an egg-shaped rocket. I mean, I wouldn't even go to the trouble of buying coveralls, white
No,
coveralls. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Unless they had them laying around.
let's say you're in on the break, like, okay, Bob, here, put these coveralls on, and when this car pulls up, don't let them see you. Don't say anything. Get in. You're gonna get in, and then you're gonna run away in this direction, and like I don't know, we'll burn the ground with our lighters, and then push this car. They're not. How are you rewarded? You don't even get to see the guy get freaked out or nothing. Yeah, it's just.
In '64, what do you have, like a Super 8 movie camera running? It only runs for like about 4 minutes. I mean, all this had to happen in 4 minutes for you to catch it, because there's no streaming video or anything like that, or no digital capture where you can capture hours and hours and hours of footage. Yeah, and then poor Lonnie. I mean, poor Lonnie's there. He's like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, it's not even live. He's like, yeah, this is on Instagram. This is like, we got him. This is not even for TV.
The only people that will know is you and Lonnie, and no one will believe Lonnie.
Yeah.
Poor Lonnie. I feel bad for the guy,
Yeah, that no one believed him.
They don't believe him. I think it really probably took it out of him. I'm sure he was like Lethal Weapon. He was like, I'm ready to retire right now. I ain't got time for this. I'm ready to retire. Sergeant Murtaugh, right? Danny Glover.
Yeah.
So yeah, poor Lonnie. Now the funny thing is, we have a transcript from dispatch that Lonnie was talking to whenever he drove up on this incident. And we're going to do a bit of a reenactment, Houston and I are, of the transcript from Lonnie Zamora's UFO incident.
This is Jonathan.
And this is Heaven from the Opa Ghost podcast.
And you're listening to Mondo Freako.
Toodles.
Mondo for Opa Ghost, if you guys get a chance to listen to Opa Ghost, as well as check out Houston's 1,000 Crazy Questions, or at 1,000 Crazy Questions on Instagram. So here we go. So Houston, I sent you a copy of this, and we're going to do a reenactment. I will be Lonnie, and you will be the dispatcher. And it went something like this. Dispatch, this is 102. I'm heading north on Highway 85 in pursuit of a speeder.
Copy 102. What's the location?
Just north of Socorro. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm hearing a loud roar. Sound like a boom or something. And there's a flame in the sky. Like it's something's coming over the Aurora, by the dynamite shack.
102 dispatch. You sure it's not a controlled detonation? You sound a little rattled.
It doesn't sound like it. I'm going to go check it out. I'm turning off the road now, and it looks like the car is overturned or crashed or something. This may not be the dynamite check. This may be a wreck. Dispatch, I'm at the scene. It's not a car. It's something else. It's white like a car, like an old Edsel or something, but it's shaped like a teardrop, and it's got legs.
He says it's a teardrop with legs. Earl, get this. Must be one of those new Fords. 102, can you repeat that? What are you seeing?
Well, it's on the ground, and there's two figures next to it. They're small, and they're wearing white coveralls. I think they saw me. Hold on.
Are you sure? Lonnie, have you been drinking on duty? I told you to lay off that stuff. Are we talking about little green man here?
No, wait, they're gone. The figures are gone. And the object is making a sound again. There's a flame, a blue flame, an orange flame. It's coming out from the bottom.
102, what's happening?
It's lifting off the ground. Oh my God, it's lifting up. I can't believe it. It's going up. It's flying away. It's getting away straight over the mountains. It's moving so fast. It's gone. Dispatch?
Well,
Dispatch, you're not going to believe this, but I've just seen a flying object. It was a balloon, but not a normal balloon. It was like a teardrop shape. It had legs on it, and there was these little guys, and it left some bird marks on the ground. You need to have someone come out here. Get Sergeant Chavez or something. I'm going to wait right here.
he says he needs backup for a flying teardrop and two little guys. Should I send the Air Force? Copy that, 102. We'll send someone. Just try not to get abducted, huh?
And scene.
This is Ryan Frank from the Baggage Podcast, and you're listening to Mondo Freako.
Hey, great job, Houston. I was like I was there.
Oh, yeah. I was transport. Good job on you.
Oh my gosh, poor Lonnie. I mean, this guy probably was puzzled and, angry. And then the Air Force got on it and said, no, there was no UFO.
Yeah.
It's a sad state, really.
The teardrop with legs. This that's a tough sell.
Yeah. I mean, what else could it have been?
I don't know. What do you think it was aliens too, Bob, or do you think it was something else?
Well, I have a hard time saying that it was for certain aliens, right? Because it could be we're so left out of the loop in regards to, military defense and all that kind of stuff. Who's to say it wasn't, too little, military personnel, took it out for a joyride, maybe some kind of new technology for the time, and they got caught because they stopped to take a leak. So it doesn't always have to be aliens. Maybe it's just our own, military that's not telling us everything. So I'm hard to say that it's totally aliens, but obviously, either way, it's something that most people would never know about or ever see.
Oh yeah. I think if anything, though, Lonnie does have a good story. I can't feel.
I'm sure that's the way he felt when he got old. Well, at least I got a good story out of it. I got made fun of and ridiculed by the feds, by my own dispatcher and everybody else, but I got a good story out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were in Lonnie's shoes, how would you feel?
I mean, at a certain point, I'd give up. And like trying to convince people. And then be like, yeah, this is to anyone who wants to listen. This is the experience. But like if I'm Lonnie and I know what I saw, it's what does it matter if people do or don't believe you at a certain point. I'm sure it was like frustrating, at the beginning, but it was like,
right.
You know what, these people, like I gave my statement, I talked to all the press and the cops, At a certain point, you just kind of. I mean, they named the incident after him. I don't know if he was alive. Is he still alive?
I don't
know if
think
he
he's
knows.
alive anymore. I don't know. I can find out here.
He's a grown man in the 60s. He could be dead,
right. Yeah,
or
I think
really
he
old.
was in. I think he was, you know, at least in his 40s or 50s when this happened.
Okay, he's
so.
most likely dead then. But most that sounds so callous.
Yep, he's dead now.
But the fact that an incident was named after him is kind of a little endearing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's a famous incident. A lot of people know it. No, he died on November 2nd, 2009, at the age of 64. Are you good with views? Because if you can figure out 64 to 2009 and see how old he was at the time. I could do it with a calculator, but you know, but that's what how old he was. He made it to 2009, so not too terribly long ago. So that was 45 years ago. He was 76. I'm sorry, I'm doing some ciphering here. Oh, wait a minute.
No, you're good. I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah.
I was thinking, but I was like, you know what?
He was 31, so he really was not that old when all this happened. Ooh, that makes it even worse. This poor guy was probably depressed most of his life.
Was it? Did you say 1969? This incident.
1964 when it happened.
Oh,
so
64.
he was 76 in 2009 when he passed away. So it had been 31 in 1964. I think so.
I'm getting 45. He was 45 apparently.
Oh, okay. I got it wrong. Well, then there you go. That's why I have a mathematician on with me tonight.
Yeah, but exactly. Yeah, mathematician.
So he was 45. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess. But so he wasn't still that close to retirement though. 45 is not that old.
No, he was just being. He's a middle-aged man.
Yeah, he's a middle-aged man. Nobody believed. Lonnie, you're full of it. He was the butt of the joke in Socorro or Sicario or any of those movies with, you know, Benicio del Toro and Emily Blunt's in one of them. I know. So there you go.
Yeah, I gotta finish that movie.
And Josh Brolin is in it too. So there you go. But so Houston, thanks for being talking about the Lonnie Zamora and bringing and believing him. I think at this moment, you know, Lonnie is, you know, up there. I'm sure he's either in heaven or he's in a tier spaceship with legs, flying around the galaxy with two goofy covered aliens, laughing because he had, you know, he didn't die when he was 76. He just got picked up and went to the next station. He's probably on, you know, Alpha Centauri in the middle of nowhere taking a leak.
Yep. Yeah, he's pulling his own incident with some other Lonnie Socorro. Yeah,
Go.
over there.
That's right. They're like, Lonnie, put on the coveralls, have some fun.
Oh.
He's like, all right,
Yep.
guys.
So this is what it was like. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, yeah. Shoes on the other foot now. Ha ha. So, so where can people find you, Houston? I'm going to put it on the screen, but I'll have you say it.
Sure, yeah. Check out the backlog of episodes at any like audio podcasting platform, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, blah blah blah. The rest, they're all on there. I have a few visual episodes on YouTube if you look up 1,000 Crazy Questions or my name, Houston Pierce. And the best place to keep up with me like episode releases are on Instagram. So at 1,000 Crazy Questions, I can talk. At 1,000 Crazy Questions on Instagram is probably the best place. And yeah, I'm also right now no new episodes for a minute. I'm just doing shorts and clips and whatnot. But yep, that's a place to keep updated on Instagram. 1,000 Crazy Questions.
There you go. And hopefully, Houston, you'll come back and do another one of these at some point in time in the future. I don't know if it'll be the near future or the far future, but it'll be the future at some point at Mondo Freako Podcast. So if you didn't do it, you'll see it there. Thanks, everybody. And thanks, Houston. Hang on just a second as we finish up.
Mondo Freako.
Mondo Freako.
Mondo Freako.